Okay, so the cards here are all inverted, so that does tell me a little bit something different here because the first card that you have is the Taurus card. And like I said, Uranus is going to be going retrograde. It only happens once a year in the sign of Taurus. So there, every single time I've done a reading, some Taurus has come up, and it's because of that energy. And this is the Taurus card. And Virgo, this is the Hierophant. And with it being inverted, the message that this card is trying to bring you is to remember. And what it wants you to remember is um, being down to earth. It is talking about how you want to manage your expectations of things in your life that are monetary, or things in your life that maybe bring you some sort of monetary satisfaction, but they're not completely necessary. So if you're chasing the almighty dollar, or if you're chasing something hedonistic, or if you are wanting more than what you really need, then this card is here to remind you that to really look at just the things that you do need, and to be grateful for those things, to be happy for those things, and to really appreciate the struggle that it took for you to get the things that you have. Because a lot of times when we're chasing that dream down, we're really looking for something to bring us pleasure and fill some sort of hole that doesn't need to really be filled when we already have accomplished a lot in life. And I know Virgos, you guys can really feel like you're just like, it's sort of like your happiness can be a mirage. It's like, if as long as I get this next thing, or as long as I have this next thing. I'm not saying that you're materialistic or anything, but what I'm saying is that there's this drive inside of you to reach the next goal, and a lot of times you just want to remember that you've already reached a lot of goals, and it could fulfill you just to look back and see what you've already done. It's like you plant the seeds and you look back and you see what you've harvested. Okay, so that's the start of the message. Now the second card, you got Ursa Major, and it's also upside down, and it's also the Two of Cups. Okay, so what this is telling me is that you are still looking for a relationship filled with closeness and nurturing, and you need a partner who's going to nurture you. And what it's also telling me, being inverted, is that you can be pushing someone away. There's something that you're unconsciously doing that's causing the other person to not be as close as they could be to you. And what you want to do is really reach into yourself and open up like your sacral chakra, so that you can like radiate love and understanding to people. And I've really been seeing that theme a lot, coming from the month of August for this Uranus energy, because it's not only creative, but it's also a very loving energy. So when you open up yourself to love and you find this understanding, if you're struggling through something right now and you've shut yourself down, that's what this is about. You want to, in order to have a really close relationship, whether it's with a lover or your best friend or someone like that, and it's telling me that you need to use some nurturing to get some nurturing back. Okay, and this next card is the Two of Wands. It's also upside down. It's the Cetus card, and again, this has, with the Two of Wands, you're trying to manifest some sort of connection, and you have here this Aries energy, and you also have Earth energy. So with this card being upside down, it's like, with Cetus, what this is you have to remember who Cetus is. It's akin to like the Kraken, because like if you watch like Clash of the Titans and you see Perseus, he's supposed to be the Kraken, but really in Greek mythology it was Cetus, and he was the one who was going to try and do the work of Poseidon by taking the sacrifice of Andromeda, and it was Perseus who was trying to get to Andromeda. So it's two people who are separated by this challenge. And to overcome the challenge, you have to use your best self, your resources, your ability to think, and to open up to love and see the way forward. So if you're closed off to ideas, closed off to love, you are not going to have like the best relationship that you could have. There's always going to be something standing in between you, and it's in this case, it's a big ugly fetus. Okay, so what I'm seeing is, again, work getting in the way of relationships. That's, I mean, come on, Virgo. This is a reoccurring theme. All right, so let's find out a little bit more. And if it is a reoccurring thing, say so down below. Say, okay, yeah, I keep going through this. What can you do for me? Okay, well, what I'm going to do is get into your personal life here in with the Rider-Waite cards, and this is going to help reveal what needs to happen to move forward. And these are also going to be messages and blessings from Uranus. So, if you want to hear the message, or if you want some blessings, say, I want my blessing right now. Okay, here we go. All right, so let's look at what's going on for Virgo. Let's get personal and see what's going on. Okay, let's turn him over. Oh my gosh, okay. You guys, I'm freaked out right now because the same cards are coming up for so many different signs. I'm starting to hear music like woo, woo, woo. I don't know. That's not even a good sound. I'm not a good sound maker. I can tell you if I had to do impressions or something, I would be the worst. I can't do any, but that was my eerie sound. Okay? Because these cards keep coming up, and the Hierophant has come up so many times. And in your case though, it's inverted, which means that okay, this card, it keeps telling me that people are using their intuition, they're using their wisdom, they're picking a direction to go forward in, whether it's right or wrong. And at the end of that road, of whatever direction they choose, it's going to reveal to them what was necessary, what needed to happen. It's like this card unveils the truth. And when you use your intuition, you're able to make a decision about something that's important to you, and then you are able to move forward. But in this particular situation, your intuition is not, I want to say, just not working, I guess. And I'm getting this feeling that you don't use Virgos may not use their intuition all the time, and it's because they like to see what's practical. They like to see what's in front of them. Facts are important, and then speculation and feeling energies and that sort of thing, which is sort of some of the constituents of intuition, are not as important to you. But what this card is urging you to do is, like, if you have a decision that you're trying to make, whether it's in a relationship or whether it's just where to move to, what job to go to, or whatever, you really need to start listening to your intuition. And if you don't know how to do that, then what you want to do is kind of like do a role play where in your mind you play out different scenarios. Like, for instance, I don't know if you watched any of the Marvel movies, but Doctor Strange will sit there and meditate and see like how many directions can this thing go. If I choose this path, will I end up here? Or how many other parallel outcomes could there be, and which one is the best? And so you're visualizing and foreshadowing, and you're using your intuition to think, well, this person, if I do this, might do this. And it's just a way of picking a direction. And again, it may not always be right, because when you have the High Priestess, this is like the truth will eventually be revealed to you, whether you take the right path or the wrong path. And it could be that you look back and say, I wish I had done this. But when you use your intuition in the best way, by trying to visualize what could come, it helps you play out the scenarios before you take that leap. okay? And I know that's long-winded, but it is important. It is a message from Uranus for you that if you're not using this, you're going to be forced to, because Uranus is about change. It's do or die. Like if you don't make the change, you are going to find yourself stuck in a rut. And it could also have something to do with these relationships. And also this reminder here of, you know, to be grateful for things around you, like that has like some sort, it's rooted in some sort of situation there. And then also we have the Four of Wands, which is a reunion card, which is also upside down for you, meaning that if you stay stuck here, is the possibility that you're going to miss out on something, miss out on some sort of accomplishment, some sort of get together, some sort of relationship, or some marriage even, because this is a card of reunion. And if you might be shutting yourself off to this possibility somehow. And then, but you do have your Ace of Wand, and it is, it's funny because this set came up for the other sign, but you have this Ace of Wand and it's upright for you, meaning that you are a person who can manifest a lot for yourself. And I find that a lot with Virgos. It's just that once you set forth in some sort of determination, you are able to get whatever it is that needs to get done. Okay, just make sure that you're not so hyper focused or hyper vigilant on one thing that you can't see the forest from the trees, you can't listen to your intuition, you're missing out on a lot of gratitude, and also you're cutting yourself off to future relationships. But now that I've told you this stuff, I think that you're the type of person who follows directions, who gets it done. And now you're going to start visualizing, and you're going to open up your sacral chakra, because I think that you will, because you have this ace here, and that's going to help you move forward. So if you like that message, or if it resonated with you, or you feel like you've been shut off to your intuition, say something down below like, oh yeah, I want to open up my intuition, or I don't want to miss out on that union, something, or I know how to use my Ace of Wands, something that is really going to put that energy in you, because I find that the more you're engaged, the more this energy translates, okay? So now the last card is going to be a last set of cards, is the energy cards, and this is going to bring you good energy from Uranus, or give you a message that is going to help usher in some really good energy for you, okay, Virgo? So if you're ready to get some good energy, type down below, I'm ready for some good energy. Whew, I'm ready for some good energy for you too, because this reading was a bit loaded, and I think that it's turning in a good direction with this Ace of Wands. So let's just find out what we got here. If I get some more of the same cards of as the other signs, I'm going to freak out because it's been happening so much. Oh, okay, Uranus. Oh my gosh. That card, I already got that for another sign. Oh my God, and this one too. If you guys would look back at some of the other videos, you would just freak out. Okay, hold on one second. Oh my God. I literally got all of those cards upright for, oh my God, who is that for? Was that for Leo? I think it was. Might have been for Leo or either Cancer. Oh my gosh. Okay, weirdness. Okay, so what I have here is for you is the door to spirit, and it's inverted, okay? So what this is also saying to me is that you need to go back to your spiritual practices, whatever those are, and really get involved with it again. So I'll go through, like, if you study Buddhism, then you want to listen to your teachers, and if you're into Taoism, you want to listen to the way, and then also if you're a Christian, you want to read the Bible and spread the word. Like there's or if you're all three, you could do all three. I mean, there's some people are omnists, and they practice a lot of different things, because some of them are geared towards just betterment and enlightenment of life, and then others are spiritual practices of beliefs. And So it's all integrated in some way. But if you're not a spiritual person, then you're really missing out on some of the parts of your psyche and the parts of just your being that aren't being tapped into. And if you really want to understand what that is, then maybe you can open up your crown chakra and you can feel that help you to connect to the divine and to your spirituality. And that will also open up your sacral chakra. Like I thought maybe that would be important for you. And that is going to bring you to victory in the way forward, because right now this is upside down. So it's telling me that you have this Ace of Wands, but you really need to use your intuition. You need to open up to the possibilities of this relationship, of relationships, and not focus too much on materialistic things. That is going to help you to satisfy to not miss out on this union that's coming your way. And then also the last card says caring connections, which is also upside down, which tells me that right now you don't feel close to anyone. You wish you had a close relationship. And this is the things that you need to do to get that closeness, because once you start to use this energy that Uranus is bringing your way and is explaining to you, then you're going to have the relationship that you want. You're going to have the closeness. You're not going to have anything standing in the way. You're going to nurture someone and they're going to nurture you back. And you're going to stop focusing so much on materialistic things. I'm not saying you're materialistic, but if you're seeking one goal after the other without looking back to what you already have and appreciating it, then that's going to shut you off. So use that Ace of Wands, which is your ability to listen and take direction and follow through, and then open up to that intuition and find your spirituality, whatever that may be, and then that is going to keep you on track to having this perfect union and your victory, okay?